Senator, it's pretty clear that China is trying to undermine the United States from the inside out by making us a nation of addicts. We're addicted to drugs. Our youth are addicted to TikTok, another Chinese spyware site. How can we raise public awareness about what China is trying to do, especially to young adults?
Yeah, the painful thing is I talk to some folks that they'll say, well, American companies spy on me, Google spies on me, everything else on it, so it's no big deal if the Chinese do. It's very, very different to have the Communist government of China actually gathering data, harvesting that, collecting all of your connections. That is very different than what's happening for marketing strategies versus American companies. And the United States government is not connected to all of those companies. Google is not turning over all their data to the United States government to be able to track individuals. That is something that happens with a company in marketing, not in a government that is trying to be able to track, harvest, and gather information about individuals and families.
Yeah.
So it is very, very different what's happening. A lot of this is going to be information and people being aware. And quite frankly, it still goes back to American companies that are doing business in China and that have their logistics tail there. They have got to pay attention to that and start actively moving their logistics and all their manufacturing out of China, because there will be a day that China will cut that off. And people should watch and see when Russia invades Ukraine, it was that week everything was cut off in Ukraine. If China invades Taiwan, it will be that week that everything is cut off in China, and every American company needs to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and instead, our policies have all the major indexes include Chinese companies, and money managers are pretty much funding the expansion of communist China. These companies are also in the thrift fund, which is the 401k, the retirement for government employees, which is also incredible to me.